My name is Carsten Hein, Sales and Marketing Manager, Discover the World Marketing.
And my name is Schou. I'm the Director for Discover the World Marketing in Scandinavia.
Well, so far it's okay. We have been still suffering about the financial crisis from all over the world, and last year in 2010 about the volcano ash and a lot of snow in December, which influenced in the flights. The airport was closed and so on. So of course we are suffering on that as everybody else.
We see a big difference in the industry where in our area the charter industry have been big. You go in charter, you go south, you go to Spain, you go to Italy,
and the low cost.
Bangkok. As of the low cost, the price of low as done similar places around the world, you see people booking on the websites getting bigger and bigger.
85% of all households, they have got broadband, and all the kids and all that, they have their own computers as well. So, internet is very popular and everybody's using the internet very much. And we can see that the percentage of travel that is booked on the internet is so high. I think was it 87 or 89% of travel is booked via the internet.
On the leisure side.
Yeah.
On the leisure. This is also the same as the charter company says. In the old days, you come into a charter company, you got a catalog, 600 pages. Basically, they don't have them anymore. Everything is done on the web.
Fireplace.
Yeah. So because of that, we see a lot of individual travel. They go into the net, they pick up their airline ticket, and they buy their hotels or cars or whatever they do. So we see a major increase in that kind of travel.
And also perhaps we have to or people need to know that we are in a high cost area, but also in a high income area. So these two things are following each other as well.
We've actually done a lot of activities for the first part of this year, the last 5 months. We have, for one of our clients, we have launched 2 new flights out of Norway. It's from Bergen and it's from Stavanger.
Into London, yeah.
Yeah, and we have very much focused. It's funny, it's both in Norway, and one city is more or less only focused on the leisure traveler. That's Bergen. Then Stavanger, this is where all the big oil company, the offshore, the marine, the gas companies are, one of the biggest in the world. And the focus there was absolutely not the leisure, but the focus was the corporate. So it's a kind of a mix, so we have to go out and catch the leisure traveler in one city, and in the other city we were only focused on the corporate and the corporate deals that fly on a flight.
On top of that, e-marketing as well. Make sure that everything is right and the know-how of the flights, and together with the airport as well.
Yeah.
So
we travel in the various cities, also around those cities, and did presentation to corporate business houses, corporate agencies, and we have some big ones up there. Another focus there is up there is also the cement travel. There's a company called Instone. It's one of the biggest in the world. And a lot of effort has been done to capture their traffic to our flight. So,
and then we have Golfair. Golfair is coming in and fly out of Copenhagen in 30 days time, 35 days. So the whole stuff around that to make sure that everything is correct and happened, and the launch, and still again the sales split, fares correctly loaded in the various GDSs. And when on top of that also we have in the southern part of Sweden, because there has been built a bridge from Sweden over to Copenhagen, very nearby the Copenhagen airport. So there we will have a potential of 3.5 million travelers that will use Copenhagen. And the Scandinavian countries, in the good old days where we were talking about cross-border sales, we don't have that because everybody is flying out of these airports in the area. Well, I would say that first of all they will get the expertise from the staff in the Copenhagen office, and the people up in Scandinavia, or the industry, are very much keen to have a local speaking person in terms of if they need help. whatever. Instead of sometimes a lot of other airlines, for example, they have outsourcing their reservation to other parts of the world, where where we still servicing our market up in Scandinavia.
And what make us different from the other outsourcing companies? I definitely believe that's the technology we bring in to the trade. And what I mean, a lot of our competitor in the industry, in the Nordic, they do the traditional way of doing sales, as we all know what it is, where we definitely bring in the technology in our daily work. We have done the octopus directly to consumer. We working now, starting up with Expedia. We have created websites for 2 or 3 of our big clients in all of the Nordic countries. So we know how it works, and we have seen the results, and we are miles away in front of our competitors. And I think this is one of our major advances in the industry.